learners, welcome to TryWrite. Today we will be knowing about control flow, if, switch and the loops as is follows. Now for following a conditions, we have to follow a different path quite based on the condition. Now for following a path we have to go through a condition. Now suppose if the condition goes to be true, then we have to follow other path, and if condition goes to be false, then a different path will follow. Suppose for here, the control flow, what is control flow? The control flow determines the order in which the instructions are executed in a program. This is the control flow. It determines the instructions. It determines the orders. It determines the orders in which instructions are executed in a program. In Java, decision making statements such as else, if, and switch. These are all the condition making statement. And now for coming to the loop, now we have different kinds of loops also. For, while, do while. These are the looping conditions. Now following on to this, we know as we move further, we will be getting to know all these things one by one. Now coming to the decision making, if else. For the if part, suppose if the condition goes to be true, then this bunch of statement will follow, else the other condition will follow. If the condition to be true, this block of code is executed here. Suppose if his age is greater than, if first of all we will assign age as 20. First of all we will assign age as 20. The age as 20, and if that age is greater than 18, greater than or equal to 18. Suppose if the age will be 18 only, it will be greater than, no, it's not greater than, but is equal to 18. So this condition will still be followed. Now the age value is 20. Yeah, it's greater than 18. Yeah, the 20 value is greater than 18. So system.out.println eligible to vote. The person is eligible to vote. Yeah. Now moving further, we will be getting to know if else statement. Now here coming to if else statement. If the condition goes to be true, then this block goes to be followed. If the condition goes to be true, then the respective block goes to be follows. Else, then this block follows. If the condition is false, then then this block follows. Now coming on to the example of this, we'll be getting to know if marks is 40. Suppose we will giving a marks as 45 value of 45. If marks is greater than equal to 50, yeah, 45 is greater than, no, it's not equal to 50, not greater than, not even equal to 50. So if suppose we are assigning the value of marks as 45, is 45 greater than equal to 50? No, it's not greater than. Then this condition will be followed, and this condition will not be followed. This condition will not be followed because this value is going to be false. This condition is going to be false. So coming to this block will be followed. Else this condition will be followed, and he's failed because his marks is not greater than equal to 50. Yeah. Now coming into if ladder. Now if condition 1, first of all there is a condition. If this condition is true, then this block will be followed. Else this block will be followed. And else if this condition is also not going to be finally false, then this condition will be followed. There are 3 conditions here. If this condition is true, then this block will be followed. First block will be followed. Else the second block. Else if it is even not false, and the condition is not going to be false. If this condition is also not false, then this condition will be followed. Then this block will be followed. Else finally if the total condition is false. Finally in else part, if the total condition is false, then this block is finally going to be followed. For example, we are moving further and watching out the example of this. Yeah. Now here, suppose if we assign the value of marks as 75. In the beginning we are assigning the marks as 75. If mark is greater than equal to 90, yeah, we will be coming and checking the expression. This condition. If mark is greater than equal to 90, is 75 is greater than equal to 90? No, then grade A will not be given. Now if this condition is false, If this condition is this, we move on to the next block. Now if marks is greater than equal to 75, yeah, 75 is greater than, not greater than, but is equal to 75. Then grade B will be printed. Grade B will be printed because these conditions are going to be true. This condition after that, whatever the conditions that will come, that will occur, all those conditions are going to be unsatisfied, and these conditions are going to be false. So these conditions will not be followed afterwards. Now coming to a switch statement for multiple choices. If we have a condition, and that condition goes to be true, then there can be multiple choices and multiple choices. Uh, Suppose switch, and there is an expression. If that expression is going to be true, the value of 1 will be followed. If that expression is going to be true, and there will be an outcome of that value, and if that outcome matches the one value, this value will be followed, this case will be followed, this case will be followed. If the value of this out if the value of final value of this expression will be value 1, if will be 1, then this case will be followed. Else if the value is true, this case will be followed, this code will be followed. This after, yeah, in break, if the condition 1 is true, if the value of expression goes to be 1, after that the program will come directly out from here, or suppose if the condition goes to be false, then if the condition goes to be equal to 2, false means equals to, then this code will be followed, and then the program will come out of from here, yeah. Now moving further, we will be following some, yeah. See, if we are assigning value of day as free, we are assigning the value of day as free. Int is the data type, int is the data type, and the variable d is given value 3. Switch day, the value of day will be given here, the day 1, day 2, day 3, third day, day 3 will be given here. Case 1 equals to 3, no, the day name is 3. So 1 will not be followed, similar 2 will also not be followed, and then yeah, day 3, so case 3 matches 3. Then Wednesday, and after that the break condition will be followed. Then on printing the Wednesday, after that the program will come directly out of the executions part, yeah. Now moving further for looping statement. Coming on to this looping statement, we are very much easily available to see the looping statement. Suppose for loop, it's a looping statement where we have to first initialize, then there is a condition checking part, and then there is updation part. Initialization means when you are assigning a value. Initialization means you are assigning a value to something, then there is a conditional part, there is a condition checking part. Means if that will follow a particular condition, and finally the updation after the condition, that will be depending upon some variable values, and after that updation of variable will be done accordingly here. And for that and for this, there will be a block of code, loop body, that will be followed continuously as long as this condition goes to be true, as long as that body follows, yeah. Now coming on to this statement, suppose we are initializing value of I as 1. If I is less than equal to 5, then I will be incremented, and this block will be followed continuously. In the first value it will be followed. If this in the first value this condition will be followed. In the second value also, then first the condition initialization I is 1, yeah, I is greater than I 1 is less than 5, yeah, 1 is less than 5, and then this condition will be followed again after incrementation. The value of I will be 2, yeah, 2 is less than 5. Now forget this part. Now after that 2 is less than 5, yeah, 2 is less than 5, then this block will be followed. And now the incrementation part, you will coming up to this incrementation part. Now value of I will be 3, and yeah, I 3 is less than 5, yeah, 3 is less than 5, so again this block will be followed. Now 4 is less than 5, and now 5, yeah, 5 is not less than 5 but is equal to 5, so this condition will be again followed, yeah. Now coming on to while loop, yeah, here in while loop there is a condition. While the condition is true, the loop body goes. While the condition is true, the loop body goes. As for example, we can see in the beginning we are given value of I as 1. In the beginning value of I is given as 1. Yeah, when until and unless I is less than equal to 5, this condition, this this execution will be followed, and this execution followed, and there will be incrementation of I, so that every time after following this loop there will be incrementation of I, so that finally increasing or decreasing the value of I. So in the beginning, value of I is 1. Yeah, I is less than 5. I is less than 5. Then this code will follow. Code will be followed. System dot print of value of I1. 1 will be printed, and then I plus 1, I plus plus. I value will be going up to 2. Yeah, 2 is less than 5. Again the 2 is value is less than 5. Yeah, then again the 2 value will be printed. Then again incrementation part 3. Yeah, again after going up to this checking part. Yeah, 3 is less than 5. 3 is less than 5. 3, so 3 will be printed here. And now coming on to this incrementation part, 4. Yeah, 4 is less than 5. After this the program will come here. Yeah, conditional this checking part, and yeah, the 4 is less than 5. Then this printing part will be done. Printing part will be done. 4 will be printed. After that value of I plus plus means 5, value will be going up till 5. Yeah, 5 is less than, 5 is not less than but is equal to 5. 5 is less than 5. 5 is equal to 5. 5 is equal to 5. So 5 is equal to 5. So 5 is equal to 5. So this will be again printed here. Yeah, this 5 value will be again printed here. Now coming further, do while. Now coming up further, do while. We have the do while. Yeah, do while. Here the loop execute once, at least once. Even if the condition goes to be false, but the loop will go to be executing at least one time. Yeah, one time, because do comes first. Do this do this loop body, then while condition, then it goes for while condition checking part. Yeah, while the condition is true or false, leave it off, forget all those things. First do this body part, loop body part, and after that check this condition. Suppose we have a program here given as yeah, I equals 1, and now we coming on to this part. Do system.out.println I will be printed as 1. Then the value of I will be incremented. Yeah, I will be going to be the value of I will be 2. Then 2, while I is less than equal to 5. Yeah, 2 is less than equal to 5. 2 is less than 5. Then again the this do condition will be performed. Then the value of count, system.out.println count, this message count 2, value count 2. This will be printed, and after that the value of I will become 3. So 3 is less than 5. Yeah, after that this condition while loop part, I is 3 is less than 5. Yeah, 3 is less than 5. Then do this part, system.out.println count 3 will be printed here. After that incrementation part, it will go up till 4. Yeah, 4 is less than 5. Then it will be again coming on to this loop body part, where it will be printing 5, 4. After that incrementation of 4 to 5, 4 to 8 will be incrementation after 5. Value of 5. The value of 5 will be again printed here. And after that the value will be incremented to 6. Value will be again incremented to 6. While, yeah, 6 is not less than equal to 5. Yeah, so the termination of this loop will be taking place. Now coming on to loop comparison table. We have known the different condition for and different verifications for all those looping conditions, looping conditions also. Now condition check. In the beginning there is condition check. Before loop started, there is a condition checking part. And before loop and while, for loop, in for loop, you will be doing before the loop starts. You will be checking the conditions, and final while loop final while loop before the loop starts. For the final while loop will be before the loop starts. We will be going up for this condition. And in do while loop, after loop runs once, first the do value will be done first, and then the loop will be at least running one time. After that while condition, it will be going up for while condition. Now in For loop, we have known the number of iteration. In for loop, in the beginning condition from the conditional checking part, we know the number of iterations of that loop. In while loop also, unknown iterations are there, because we don't know until and unless how many iterations will take place. Yeah, why? While, because in while we don't know how many, because it's not specified in how many times that iteration will go. In do while also, at least one we don't know the number of iterations, but in do while at least one iteration will take place. At least one iteration will take place, because the loop runs at least one time, because the loop runs at least one time, so one iteration will go. Now thanks.